and welcome to Crypto Invest TV. I'm your host, X8, and my co host is here, the Underdoge, and we're going to get right on into it. So, as we all know, there was supposed to be something called the Bloody Sunday today for the crypto market. It was going over the past weekend here lately, and I didn't see it. I don't know about you, but I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see it either. I mean, honestly, I not even gonna lie, I haven't really been paying attention to some of the bigger coins lately. I've been paying attention to some of the smaller coins, and for the most part, most of the smaller coins that I'm invested in were all green today. So I wasn't bleeding anywhere.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
definitely didn't see I didn't see anything like that today. I mean, if we look over here at Bitcoin, I mean, yeah, could have been better, right?
I
But
mean,
at the same time, I mean, is it really that bad? I mean,
no,
it's a
no, it's
is
not.
it that's about $2,000, something like that.
Yeah, it's no, that's not bad at all. I mean, look, go back to where you just were just a second ago, zooming in, and it's like you see, it's a downtrend. Obviously, we're on a downtrend, but the the thing about it is that it's gonna bounce back regardless. And just going through what me and one of my family members yesterday at my mother's birthday party were speaking about this, and we were talking about how me and him both, kind of thought that in the same retrospect as a lot of other people that are out there right now think, that this is just a point where the market is correcting itself so that more big whales, we can achieve more whales and more coins in the bigger markets right now. I kind of see that happening and being like maybe a possibility in the case of what's going on with the market while everything's down so low. We might be seeing some forced uh, downtrends, so that way bigger investors can get their buck in and get a bigger bang for their buck instead of investing 57,000, to get one Bitcoin now. They can spend what, 34,000. I see right here 34,000. Yeah, so you
I
know
mean, honestly, I'm just kind of seeing this as like great buying opportunities because I just don't see where we're gonna end up going. There's so many people out there is like, everything is gonna go back down to zero, but you know, I just don't see that happening. I just don't see everyone that's invested in cryptocurrencies going back down to zero. There's a lot of FUD going out there, that's for sure. I mean, I see a lot of people on YouTube, uh, you know, with the title of like, why I sold my Bitcoin or why I sold my altcoins and so on and so forth. And so it's just, I think there's just a lot of fear out there just because, you know, we were all excited and, we were having some kind of expectation that, as the prices just kept going up for everything, and this adoption was happening, that I guess we were going to be seeing immediate change. And then I think a lot of the people that were kind of expecting to be like, millionaires overnight weren't seeing that immediate change. And so I think once fear started to come into the market, I think that's where we started to end up seeing a lot of that mass sell off from what people had said.
I I would have to agree. I'm not even not not taking any credit away from that whatsoever. I also think that that whole Elon Musk thing had a little bit to play in with the sell-offs. Him, technically coming out and saying that they're not going to be really sponsoring Bitcoin the way that they had intended at first. I think that kind of hurt the market a little bit in the Bitcoin. So everybody wanted to sell off what they had, take their profits, and be able to spread it out. I think what really happened there, though, was I don't necessarily say that he crashed the market or anything. I'm not going to say what I think happened is when he chose to come out and say, "Hey, look, Bitcoin's really harsh on the economy. I'm fighting for a safer energy to be harnessed. So why would I use something that's harsh on the economy, right?" But in that same aspect, what I think he was trying to achieve with all of that happened and the pushing of Dogecoin, I think that it was really like a message to everybody like, hey, you don't just have to be invested in Bitcoin. There's other coins out here. And I kind of think that that was like the blanketed message that a lot of people didn't get. And I think that that's what he's really pushing for. And so that's kind of making the market hurt a little bit when we look at Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like I got my own live coin watch going on myself, and I see Ethereum here at 2302, and it was peaking at like 3800 just under a week and a half ago. So
Yeah, I mean, if we scroll back, we can see that, you know, on the 25th, like the 26th, we were, just under 3,000. Uh, the 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 lowest dip it hit 1728 on the 23rd. Um,
that's crazy because I never would have imagined to picture Ethereum back at them prices. Not at all. I mean, yeah, like on the 26th, all right, so you're looking right here. I see where you're looking.
yeah, this is the minute
And
by minute, so this is what we've been looking at for the past couple of hours. If we bring it back to the
right.
15-minute chart, then you can see it's a lot more choppy. If we zoom out on that, but I will say, if you look at it from, if you look at what's going on, from about here, right when we had that first drop off, you can kind of actually see, for the most part, we're maintaining a like an even, trend right around, we'll say right around, yeah, right around the 2300 range is probably like where you're gonna see the most buying and selling, I think, in the regards of like the most amount of volume, right? Is gonna be in that 2400 to 2300 range. That's going to be where most of the volume is, and then we're going to have some of the volume that's going to be above that, like how we do up here. But I think we're just going to keep bouncing. I think we're just going to keep bouncing between 2000 and nearly 3000, for at least a little while.
Yeah, I don't see um Ethereum really taking back off right like that. I say probably right after June, we'll probably see the market starting to correct back to the normal prices, and we'll probably start seeing things taking off a little bit faster. We'll probably see Ethereum around 3,000 in June though. It's probably going to peak around 3,000, might hit 4, but who knows? I think that after June and once the supply and demand of everything starts picking up in the summer, cuz everything's going to open back up here very soon, like here in Michigan on the 1st. All the bars and everything are going to be going back to normal times, and the mask mandates are being lifted. So it seems like the economy is getting ready to get back into circulation. So once we start seeing more paper money, obviously they just said that they were going to print 6.2 trillion more dollars or some crap like that. From what I heard. So supply and demand is going to start picking up here again real soon once the economy starts opening back up, like I was just saying. And I just feel that we'll start seeing more people spending more money. So they'll be looking for more places to invest. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To essentially leave and stake and gain interest on, treat it like a savings account, however they invest, you know? I'm not sure how most people invest. I invest, I treat it like a savings account. Put a little bit of money in it here and just let it go. Don't even worry. I haven't even checked some of my wallets in months, so it's just like I treat it like a savings account. I don't want to touch it. I just want to know what happens to it, almost like a savings bond. And so I think that once the economy like really cycles back into where it was before COVID hit, or even at the beginning of when COVID hit, um, we are going to see a mass fluctuation in the uptrend in a lot of the markets. Now, Bitcoin may be one of them, may not be. I'm not sure. I think a lot of people are flocking to the tokens as opposed to coins now. It seems like tokens offer a little bit more than certain coins or most coins, if I'm not wrong. But and if I am wrong, then correct me. But at the same token, uh, that's where I see everybody running to, selling their bitcoins and Ethereum, and even right now, though, people are investing in Ethereum because this is a prime time to be buying Ethereum at 2,300. You couldn't go wrong.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, there's a reason, why I basically just keep doubling down, irregardless of the price. Back when it first happened, I waited a good while so that way I could try and get in on some better prices. Um, but I mean, at either rate, like people are there's a lot of fear, but at the same time, you know, if we pull this back the other way, so let's look, at how it was. So, you know, here on Cardano, we're at 92 cents, back at the end of April, right? And then you
Right.
see here at, the middle of May, we're sitting over here and, at nearly 250, and then we crash back and level out at, essentially like $1.50, right? But everyone's just like, "Oh no, you know, it's over." And I'm just like, "What?" I'm just like, "It's that's not that bad." Yeah, I mean like it's lost $1 in value per token, but if you think about it, are you going to be freaking out when it loses $1 in value per token? When Cardano's sitting at like $20 a token or $30 a token, do you really think that like when it's fluctuating, by a couple of dollars per day, do you think that you're going to be freaking out then? No. So why are you going to be freaking out now? It's just you everyone should be happy that if we're holding a point to where we're staying essentially above $1, then we shouldn't be having any kind of complaints about anything other than the fact that now's a good time to get into a better position, right?
Right. Okay, so my question here though is like why would they unless they don't have a lot of money invested, that'd be the only thing that I could see or consider a reason to be kind of upset that it's less than $1 a coin, or less than 244 a coin as we've seen it there, right? That would be the only thing I can think. Maybe they only have like $20. I only have $15 invested in ADA, which I really kind of messed up. I should have. I was in early, and I probably should have spent a good $50. But I didn't. I just invested money that wasn't disposable, or that was disposable. That I could
Mm-hmm.
get rid of, and that wasn't gonna hurt me. So that's why a lot of my investments are really small. But at the same time, when I go back and look at them, I see, all right, yeah, it
You
was
still see
worth that.
growth.
Yeah, I see a lot of growth because I got in early, So it's some people are complaining because they got in late, or they might have bought in at like 170, right? Or like 190, and then it hit that 244 mark. And then now it's back down to like 150, 160, right? So they might be complaining because they're losing 40 cents. Well, okay, just don't sell, you won't lose. And that's
Yeah, you shouldn't be upset unless you've decided to put money in that wasn't disposable income. Then you ended up hurting yourself.
exactly. See, like what I did when like we were talking about the other night with the stocks, right? AMC and GameStop, right? So what I did when those those when I first got into the stock market, and this was right before GameStop hit like 250 in like February, March, right? And I put, I'm not even gonna lie, I put my rent money in on the stock market for the most part, and then just kind of played it off by ear. So I kind of bit myself in the ass there, and it's like you really can't be investing money that you're gonna need right away, unless you're a day trader who has $10,000 and can, put $10,000 on puts and calls and you know options and futures and things of that nature, and contracts. Like it's the only way you're going to make that kind of money to be able to pay your money back. And by investing in a stock market, you're not gonna. I mean, you might find some like three times bull shares. You know what I'm saying? Or weekly ETF that gives you some kind of incentive back. And the more obviously you invest, the more you get kicked back. But playing in the stock market is not fast growth unless you are an experienced trader and know how not to lose. But investing into crypto, um, you can actually 100 times your coin in just a couple of days.
I know what you're talking about.
What's that?
I said, yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I didn't hear you cut out. So, but I mean, in my opinion, I have money invested in the stock market, and I thought I was going to win 100 times some of the things I bought, right? Because some of them were like cryptocurrency stocks. Well, now that I'm looking at them, they're like two times, and they've literally went up like barely anything. So it's just like, okay, well, I don't see how people make a lot of money. Plus, then when you sell early, or yeah, early, and if you sell at a gain, you got to pay short gains taxes. So I'm just sticking to the crypto because that's where the most fastest income is. I still haven't sold the coin, but that's I just see that when more people are leaving the stock market to go to the crypto market, that we are going to have like another gold rush. Obviously, it's already taken place, but it really hasn't hit a lot of people, and the reality hasn't kicked in. And that's why still a lot of people aren't invested.
Right. Yeah. I think adoption is something that we're still going to be having to something that we're still going to be having to wait on. Um, Other than that, I think we'll just go ahead and move on forward. We'll move on forward to the uh, NFTs and things about that. So if you don't know what an NFT is, it stands for non-fungible tokens. And essentially what it is it's your form of digital art that's within a contract most of the time if you're doing drops, and that's how you end up displaying your art for people to see, whether it's just a visual, or if it's a mixture of auditory and visual. It just depends. I've actually seen some NFT showrooms here as of late where people are actually having like a virtual showroom for you to be able to go in and see uh, multiple of their artworks at the same time.
Yeah, there's tons of showrooms. I don't know if you're familiar with Vivi, if you've heard of that one. Vivi's a pretty good pretty nice showroom. I actually like it. I have it downloaded, I believe, on my iPad. I haven't really checked it. I was gonna put some NFTs of mine up there. I actually got rid of it so that way I could get the sound to be better.
Right.
but but yeah, so Vivi's a good showroom. There's a couple more. There's like a NFT showroom on Decentraland's Metaverse. I can't remember the name of it, but I could look it up. And there's a couple awesome showrooms, man. This is like the future right now. NFTs.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how things are changing when it comes to um what's going on with how we perceive uh, tangible items, right?
Right. I mean,
Especially as
it's
we start to move into like a VR and AR integration. Um, like as it sits, there's already a what is it called? There's some, they call them XR contacts, and they're not on the commercial market yet, and they're currently waiting FDA approval. But essentially what it is it's a pair of contact lenses that pit like an AR, give you like augmented reality, lenses. And so, for instance, if you were walking down the street and you decided that you wanted to see what the weather was in the moment, like in the regards of the temperature and everything like that, or for the rest of the day, then all you'd have to do is just look up into the sky, and then basically a prompt comes up that would say it, just like how it does on your phone. But it's like it would essentially be like it's on the sky or on the clouds, depending on the type of day that it is. And then you know they already have a capability to where like when you close your eyes, then like you could essentially have it turn into a like a virtual reality display just by closing your eyes, and
oh
then it transmits all of this information to essentially like a necklace that is connected to your phone, and then that's how it gets all of its information. So that way, you don't have to have a lot of tech inside of the lenses, because you're working in a very finite amount of space.
yeah, that's crazy, man. That's the technology that we are achieving these days is absolutely insane, man.
Right. And so I mean, just imagine once they get that to a point to where like it's commercial and like people are using it on the day-to-day basis, because I mean, why wouldn't you? If you could use it essentially, if you could use that like if you could use that in tandem, with your phone, with other apps. Like, say when you go to have a phone call, right? You could have a phone call with someone, and then you have your wireless earbuds in, and then it just shows a prompt up in the corner of your vision that someone's calling you, and then you essentially with your hand could just reach out and go to touch what would be visually within your prompt and then answer or decline the call, right? So if you take crypto into account with that, just imagine what it would be like to go to the grocery store instead of there being like a instead of the self-service stations like how there are right now to where you have credit cards. It would just kind of be like a proximity sensor that like once you're standing within a certain zone, you know, you begin to interact with the self-service cashier, and then you basically would privately be able to access all of your wallets and then pay for your goods, and no one could ever even see the prompt because the prompt is only being displayed through your eyes.
Right, right. Yeah, no, that's wild, man.
Like that's the reality that I see us going into when it comes to um crypto and just our future in technology. I mean,
I
if you look at
mean,
XRP is actually doing pretty good today. They,
yeah,
they started off at the beginning of today essentially at like about 84 cents, and right now they're sitting at 89 cents. So I mean, yeah, it's not a big plus, but they are doing pretty good. They hit a high of 94 cents. So I mean, I would say that's pretty decent. That's a 10-cent gain.
yeah.
Um, you
It's
know,
down quite a bit from where they were, though. Correct?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely down for certain, but what I'm saying is like for this day that was supposedly supposed to be so horrible, a lot of cryptocurrencies are doing pretty decent.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of them doing pretty good. I
The
don't
only one
see
that
it.
I don't see really doing good would be this like the Digibyte, right? It just seems like irregardless of what's going on, just nothing good is happening for them. I mean, they hit a high of 18 cents, and then they're right now they're at 5 cents, which is essentially you know about where they were at back in at the beginning of March.
I mean,
The,
the one I see doing the best right now, when I click, the 24 hour, and I see it's high in the 24 hour. Obviously, they have a big drop off, but Earn and then this other one called NK that I've never even heard of. And it looks like, according to the website I'm on, Live Coin Watch, that they're the top gainers here.
Sorry about that.
So that's what I mean, it's not picking up just the big coins. This thing's got a ton of different coins on it too. So like tons of little coins. But
Well, on Binance, what I see is
okay, so yeah, you're on Binance. All right.
right. So there's this EPS, right? I don't have any knowledge about it, but it's got a almost a 30% gain over the past 24 hours. It's called Ellipsis.
Okay.
And the next one would be D-Force. It was sitting at 16 cents. Right now, it's sitting at 22 cents, and that's 28% gain for the for 24 hours.
Okay.
Um, there's plenty of them. The graph, it's at a 14% gain for the past 24 hours. Now it's about 12, but I mean it's doing really good. I mean, had you have bought the graph, at midnight last night at approximately 58 cents, you'd be on a 10-cent gain per coin or per token, depending on what it is. Um, without much issue. The same goes for for the engine coin. It's on an 8% gain. Had you have bought it at the beginning, had you have bought it about midnight last night, you would have gotten it at $1.23. It hit a high of $1.75 today, and then it's currently sitting at $1.44. So it's actually doing a lot better than people would think. Just coins that a lot of people may never even heard of.
Right. Oh, wow, this place is crazy. Decentraland is wild, bro.
See, here's a GX chain. Never heard of that either. But wow. It was at 56 cents around midnight, hit a high of 93 cents, currently sitting at 75 cents, almost 76 cents.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, doing pretty good, I'd say. Something
Yeah,
that,
definitely. It
you
sounds
know,
like that thing's on a rocket on its way to the moon.
right?
I mean, that's like new. Hey, look, that's like noob token, man. All right, not even gonna lie. Last week I probably could have bought some noob token for like got a pretty nice chunk of noob token for $1, right? And just saying, like, let's just say we're gonna throw $1 out there. If I wanted to go spend $1 on noob token last week, I probably could have got a pretty good chunk. Well, today I went to go buy some noob token, and I was sitting there like, whoa, I'm nowhere near what I was last week for the same dollar. I was like, dang, dude. And it's a good thing because that just means that these smaller, coins are really taking off. And I see good things happening. But I mean, I don't know. New token's a good token. It's going to pop off. It's going to be a good thing. A lot of these coins these little young tokens that just came out this year might surpass some of these big coins here soon.
Yeah, at least in the amount of in the regards of like how they do for the year, right? You might see a lot of these tokens excess of 1,000%, by the end of the
Not,
year.
not only that, but you might see the price of the coins surpass some of these bigger coins too. Like, how we got ADA, $1.40. We got XRP, you said at 90, or at like 84 or whatever you had said it was at. So we have those prices, right? What if these young fresh coins this year burst those 80-cent marks and those $1.40 marks? It'd be a crazy market to see where we're going to be at in the next couple of months.
Oh yeah, I mean that's definitely why one of the things that you want to do if you're going to be investing is try and invest in some newer tokens. Try and do your due research on them, but definitely try and go into some of those new tokens, and because those where you could see those potential spikes. So a lot of people feel like they've missed out on a lot of people feel like they've missed out on the bull run or whatever, but there's plenty of newer tokens that are coming out, or tokens that are just now beginning to be utilized, and so they're kind of under the radar right now, and then
Right.
you'll end up seeing an explosion from those coins. So a lot of the coins that you see drifting around on Twitter right now, those are some things that you might want to go ahead and look into. I mean, you know, you throw in $5, $10, you never know that $5 or $10 could turn into like $5,000, $10,000, 6 months down the road. And you might be extremely surprised. Um, before we close anything out, do you have any final thoughts since we're in the final
Yeah.
thoughts section?
Well, I mean, we barely even touched down on any NFT stuff. So, I just wanted to talk about some NFT things real fast. Um, there's a couple great NFT projects coming out. Me and you both know of Wax and Atomic Hub.
Yeah,
Atomic Hub
speaking of
for
Wax, on Bittrex today, they actually had suspended deposits and withdrawals on Wax today. It was actually pretty interesting.
that probably that I don't know. That's really interesting. And what's going on? I bet is probably a lot of people are spending money on Wax because Graffiti Kings, and there's a ton of amazing artists on Atomic Hub that have been dropping mad art left and right. Today I think launched around like 5 p.m. maybe Eastern or UK Standard Time, which would be BST, British Standard Time, I believe. They launched a like live graffiti war or something like that, like in a metaverse. It
Oh,
was,
wow.
yeah, insane. So I guarantee you that that's probably what fluctuated that mass purchase of Wax because to the point where they had to suspend it because that to me is just absolutely freaking gnarly to have like a live like graffiti war in a metaverse and you win prizes and NFTs out of it. That's that to me is just cool, man. There's so many cool projects coming out, man. So much cool stuff happening. Even the stuff that me and you have got going on with NFTs, doing giveaways all the time on my Twitter and you're over there making your NFTs, the messenger. That's probably one of my favorite NFTs. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I think Wax is probably a great alternative to doing NFTs that are not Ethereum based. I mean, um, a lot of people use Atomic Hub, and so I just think that, you know, down the road, you know, we could see we could see some really interesting things. I know that it doesn't show all the way to the very end, but on the end of this, it actually says accessibility to Wax in CloudWalk's wallet. So for the mass adoption, they're intending for that to be sometime in June. For their mobile version of the wallet, because we already know that we have the PC version, so they have their roadmap, right, and so they've already added new dApps, and I imagine that I think they're currently working on the ERC development. I'm not 100% sure, but then they're going to be moving to completing their DeFi, then improving the wallet, then making it a mobile version of the wallet, and then and then having the wallet go live for mass adoption.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. It's gonna be great. It will be great. Um, there's so much cool stuff though for NFTs though, man. Like seriously, just absolutely mind blowing stuff. Like you can make passive income off of NFTs now. You can mine them. You can stake them. You can take them and go to like these other websites and do what they call blend them and make rare versions of them and put them on the market and sell them, which is actually really cool in my opinion. And I don't know, I just see that there's a lot of good stuff happening here for the NFT market. Lots of good avenues for people who want to be able to get their art out there and make some extra side money on hustling their artwork, doing what they love. And hopefully they can find a path to where they can turn a whole entire career into it and don't ever have to go back to work again.
Yeah, I mean, I think the expectation is to try and give yourself life-changing wealth, right? So as we increase everyone's life, um, as we increase the quality of life for everyone, I mean that's generally how you end up increasing the quality of life, as a civilization.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. Um, and before we close out, though, last thing I want to say is if you guys are watching or if you enjoy what we got going on here, hit that subscribe button, help us out a little bit, share the video. More live streams are going to be coming, giveaways on the Twitter Revolt Tyranny. Check that out. And yeah, Crypto ITV is home.
All right, everyone. Well, we enjoyed you coming by and enjoying the stream with us. We'll be seeing you again here shortly. We're going to be working out a schedule for streams, so that way we'll be coming to you on a more regular basis. And yeah, y'all guys have a good one.
Oh, hey, wait, whoa,
What's up?
whoa. Before we do leave, one more thing. Um, Also, just so that they know, we have agreed that I will also be having my own session here at Crypto ITV. It will contain of education. It will contain of shilling for projects that I believe in. And of course, it's going to contain information about Crypto ITV and the new things that are to come from us. Just wanted to get that out real quick.
Yeah, not a problem. All right, so we'll see you guys later. Enjoy